what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well and I am here to do a review for episode number 4 of Empire. I know y'all gonna be like, Miss P, it's episode 4, girl. Episode 1 is where you're supposed to start. But no, this is not a reality show. This is scripted TV, honey. I had to make sure I like this show. I have to be invested. I have to feel these characters. You know what I'm saying? So it is now in my Wednesday rotation of shows. Down below in the comment section, I need to know, are you watching Empire? Make sure to like this video. The more interaction I get and y'all saying, yes, Miss P, review this show, then I will continue to do it. I will gauge the responses and the interaction and we will go from there. So please make sure to like this video. Also subscribe if you haven't already. It is free 99, honey. I am bundled up. I gotta give y'all a wrap up thus far of what has been happening. So the main character played by Terrence Howard, his name is Lucius Lyons and he is the head mogul of the Empire. He has 3 sons in all. One is Andre. He's on the side over here. He handles the logistics and we haven't heard too much from him. We know he liked to boing boing for information. But the 2 that are stirring up the most trouble is Jamal and Hakeem. Hakeem is the younger one. He's the rapper. Yeah. And then you have Jamal. He's a singer. He's coming into his own and he's gay. His ex-wife, Cookie, played by Taraji P. Henson, she is back from the big old house and she wants what is hers because we see in all these flashbacks that she has helped build the Empire. Now, Lucius is Team Hakeem because he sees promise in him. Cookie, she is Team Jamal because she sees that he is really talented. Lucius and him have been fighting since forever over his sexuality and not thinking that he's a man. Now, the only reason why Lucius is really pushing all of this, who's gonna get Empire and I'm stepping down, is because he just found out that he has ALS and only 3 years to live. I said, oh Jesus. I fell out when I heard that. Everything is not champagne and Godiva chocolates, honey. Lucius done killed his best friend Bunky, who is also related to Taraji's character. Jamal done told Lucius, honey, I don't want your money. Me and my boo, we gonna go wherever we got to go. I am no longer your puppet, okay? Last episode, he was like, I'm ready to take it. I'm gonna take Empire. I said, okay, Jamal, you better put on your gloves and get ready. Hakeem keeps running to his mama because he has this mama complex. He's also trying to be secure in what he brings to the table because he's always being compared to somebody else. He is now being followed by the feds and Lucius's boo kitty. So she has to also cover her steps, but make new ones in the process. So now we are on episode number 4. Lucius is riding everybody hard so that they can get this album done for Hakeem because, honey, time is money. And he running out of time. Cookie bust in wanting a better office and not a broom closet. I was like, yes, accent. I love Taraji. I love her accent. I love that she can be full Baltimore, DC. She can do all of that. And I absolutely love Jody. He don't want me no more. I see more. She told Hakeem, you need to quit rapping like you from the streets because you ain't about that life. I was like, ooh, you better burn him. You better tell him. She can't stand Boo Boo Kitty and I cannot either. It's amazing when an actress makes you hate her because you don't like her character. I love Boo Boo Kitty's outfits, honey, and she was killing with those plum dresses. I loved it. Taraji and Boo Boo Kitty are arguing like they always do. And Lucius was like, I want you to put that donkey in a barrel. Get the hell out of my office. I was like, ooh, Lucius. You turning me on a little bit, Lucius. Every time Terrence Howard is being extra in one of his scenes, I keep thinking when he was Jackie, or was he Jermaine on Jackson's An American Dream? Either way, when he was tattletelling on Michael, Mr. Gordy, he said shoulders. Tiana wants in with Cookie because she saw what Cookie did with Jamal with his songwriting and executing, and she was like, oh, I want in on that. I can't spread my wings over here. Come on, shoe game, Cookie. I loved it. Last week's episode, I loved Cookie's outfit. This time, I loved her shoes. Yes. Becky, aka Precious, she gets to go see Titan perform, but a shootout breaks out at the after party, and now he in jail. I still believe that Empire had something to do with that. We gonna see. But now Empire has a 1-up to get to Titan now that he's locked down and they can get in there and check it out. The talented people aren't popular and the popular ones that they're showing, we be like, what? It really correlates to how the music is now. Ain't that funny? I just love the parallels of real life in this show. Lord Lucius is trying to shave and he's shaking, honey. He just can't do it. And Boo Boo Kitty is like, Boo Boo, what's wrong? He was like, look, baby, I got ALS, honey. And she like, Lord, let me shave, mister. I said, yes, you better shave your man. You better shave him. Tell him it's all right. Cookie is now ahead of the Tiana brand and stirring things up in the meetings thinking she got some clout. Boo Boo Kitty is all shooken up because Lucius has now told her that he's battling ALS and she like, oh Lord. So she kind of, off her game in the meeting and she's like, we need somebody similar to Titan that we can bring in. And Lucius is like, bring me Titan. I'm like, you better act, Terrence Howard, act. Baby, the suit game on these dudes is so proper. Even Malik Yoba, I was like, you looking cute. Hey. Child, I kept thinking that Malik Yoba died, but he really died in Why Did I Get Married Too? He's still alive. Cookie goes to see Jamal and his new boo thing. They done moved out of the deluxe apartment in the sky. They now back on good times. They both looking at Jamal like, when you gonna get up and sing, Suge Avery? Takeem is about to blow up. And I'm like, who thought of Takeem? That sound like a Mexican restaurant. Y'all want to go to Takeem? Cookie goes to see Titan's mama so that, the choo-choo train can keep moving with Titan coming in to the Empire fold. And plus, Cookie, she want to get back in there real good. Uh-oh, Detective Walker. Isn't he the dude that played with Nia Long? It was in a new show that was on WeTV, I think. I was like, where do I know him from? He comes to see Lucius because they have some new leads. And he was like, hey, we got to know, were you alone that night that Bunky died? And he was like, oh. Help, Andre, help. Now, that's one thing that Terrence Howard, he can play a sneaky character. I don't know how he does it. Andre, who's his son, covers for him, and they do a flashback because he's been doing that all of his life. And I'm like, ooh. But Malik Yoba's character was like, I ain't in this. What happened? Where were you? Boo Boo Kitty, she wanted to be about that life. She wanted to be whore and talk to Titan's crew on how to get him in there in the Empire fold. But honey, it's a drive-by, block, 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 block. And she like, oh Lord Jesus, help, help. Lucius was covering her like, boo boo, you ain't about this life, pumpkin. You need to go on home. But I love that lip color, girl. Cookie and Lucius have a moment. It wasn't like a come to me moment, but it was like a, oh yeah, we're okay. Hakeem was in the booth and Lucius comes over and he's like, you are effing this up. Cookie knows exactly what she is doing. I cannot make you love your mother, but you will respect your mother. I said, yes, you better tell him, daddy. Jamal is still holding out on getting that money, honey. Get money. You want to sip more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with seasoning, no. Okay, anyway, you better get that money, Jamal. I understand why he's like, no, I can do this on my own. I see what you're doing, Jamal. You better hold out. You better hold on. Lucius and Malik Yoba's character, I still don't know his name. They turn up at Leviticus. I can't. But either way, they just turn up. And here comes a dude named Beretti, who we find out was stealing Lucius's music, putting his name on the credit. And he wants Lucius to cancel that IPO. Honey, some dirt gonna come out and it's gonna be called Cookie Empire, honey. Boom. Lucius was like, you know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna go see Titan myself. We gonna blow this bitch up. Hakeem is supposed to be meeting up with Tiana and Cookie for a nice little meeting, listen to the song. Of course, he's a no-show because he's with his mama. They are in the tub and she washing them and he's like, you know what? You ever feel like people want you to be in a box? And she's like, oh yes, son. I so feel that way with my '09 collection. And I'm sitting here like, I understand the mommy complex, but I'm like, huh? Next thing you know, Tiana comes in. She got keys to the apartment. She came on in and she was like, I gotta go. I'm sitting here like, hold on. Wait 2 seconds. She just walked out. That was not what I was expecting at all. You sitting here having a bubble bath with another bitch and I come on in. We supposed to have a soul food reenactment with your mama and you sitting here having a bubble bath. Next, Hakeem, next. When it was time for them to perform for that Teen Choice Awards nomination, honey, she shocked him. She was like, honey, I don't care what you do. You are not gonna miss sound check again and you are not gonna mess up my checks. You have a good day. Personally, I think something is really going to happen with Tiana's character, like something we do not know about. I'm thinking too much ahead. I'm thinking she was too cool. She was too calm. I loved it. Speaking of the performance, I really loved it. I love that song. I was like, oh my God, y'all could really be artists. Like, I really enjoyed the song. The performance was fine. I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, I know I played that over like 5 times because the beat go hard. Lucius goes to see Titan, and of course he can get in. He's a mogul. Everybody know him. So he goes in to see Titan. And you know what? I just wasn't expecting Titan to look like Titan. I just wasn't. He was telling him, if you stay with Beretti, he is going to steal, kill, and destroy. I'm here for you. You better take this phone and you better record for Empire. And he was like, you know what? Y'all remember from Wolf on Wall Street, they did that, and I was like, okay, I guess that's some kind of mating call. Y'all understand each other. Y'all here. Lord, Hakeem and Cookie had a come to mama moment, but he didn't want it. He was like, no, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I don't want you no more. I don't want you. I don't want you. I was like, oh, you want your mama. Did y'all see the little glisten in his eye? He want his mama. Come to mama, baby. Come on. Lucius and Cookie have another moment, and I loved it. He was like, you know what? We always made a great team. I made you better. And I was like, yes, Taraji. You better tell him I made you better, boo. I helped you build this, honey. Something like a phenomenon. I have to say, last episode was super juicy. This one helped with the storyline. It wasn't jam-packed with action and craziness, but next week should be really, really good. Who are your favorite characters in Empire? What do you think is going to happen next? Let's talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless.